Welcome to 3 Tips in 10 Minutes. I'm Nina, I'm with Peggy and Bob. We are meeting with Peggy in Dublin next week. That's why we generated the Dublin background. Thank you for joining us. Leave your comments in the live chat or below the video and we will answer. To start with Peggy's tip today.
So I wanted to start this week with a tip for generating a background in Meet in the Meet mobile app for Android and iOS. So this, up until now, has only been available on desktop. And it's really easy to do. So you sign in to the Meet app, you go to the meeting that you're going to join, and you click the little picture with a sparkle icon on top of your video feed. That opens the backgrounds and effects settings. Then you can enter a prompt to describe what you want as the background. My prompt here was medieval library with leather-bound books, interesting knickknacks, and a stained glass window. And you can optionally choose a style, and I chose the style bookshelf. It generates 4 options, and you can choose one of those options, or you can try again. And then once you've done that, it's your background. It looks good in both vertical portrait orientation, or if you turn your mobile device into landscape, it expands and you see the same thing. And there's a couple things I wanted to note. The first thing is that this is only available if you have a Google Workspace account or a personal account with an AI subscription, or you are signed up for Workspace Labs. And it's device specific. The image you generate, it's not accessible anywhere else in your Google account. If you go to desktop or a different mobile device, you're not going to see the generated image there. It's just on the device where you generated it. So that's my tip for this week.
Okay.
Thank you, Peggy. That's so nice to have it on mobile. And if you don't have this device, you generate it on desktop. You can visit our news, and we have a whole catalog of backgrounds there. And we can even, that's a nice idea, we can have a dedicated page with all the backgrounds we generate since the feature rolled out with OnEBoard accounts. It's a big fun, and don't miss on this opportunity. So to follow Peggy's tip, my tip for this week is about access, folder access in Drive. So Google is changing the access to files and folders. If you have the parent folder, any file in the folder is inheriting this access. This is rolling out in 2026. Now it's a period to adjust your workflow. So this is important for everything you do actually in the cloud. The files in the folder cannot have lesser access. And if you restrict access, you have to move the file to a new dedicated folder with that access. Related to that, since we are Meet experts, Google Meet experts here, I'm concerned about the Meet recordings. This is a use case where the event organizer and host of the Google Meets is automatically saving their Meet recordings into this Meet Recordings folder in Drive. Now, if they meet different teams, for example, a team for the charity event or for New Year party, and they gave access to their parent folder that is automated, that means that all the attendants will read all the recordings, which is not great. That's why my advice is to use control share settings and don't give access to your Meet Recordings folder. Leave it just for you. Control share settings give you the control in the meeting. Share all the artifacts, the Meet recording, the notes only with you. And after the meeting, you can copy the files to the dedicated folders that are topical. So if a CEO is present in all the meetings, that doesn't mean that they will have access to all the artifacts. The access goes with the parent folder. So be it the marketing team goes to the marketing meetings, the legal team goes to the legal meetings. If you go to other meetings, then there are new topical parent folders. That's my tip. So adjust your workflow to the new access controls in Google Drive.
So I wanted to say that this change is also affecting personal Google accounts. And for me, this is going to require some reorganization. For example, in my Drive, I have a folder with family things in it, and there are subfolders in there. And I've shared the subfolders. Some of them I share with my family, some of them I don't. That isn't going to work anymore because all goes to the parent folder sharing permission.
Exactly. Yeah. So we need to clean up the workflow and create dedicated parent folders. And that's very logical. What's in the folder stays there. Yeah. You go to this department or this topic, this event stays there with this access. So thank you. And Bob, what is your tip this week?
Okay, I went to Google Labs this week and I tried out a experiment that Google Labs has got going. It's called Mixboard. It's basically a mood board on steroids, and the steroids is basically nano banana in the background, which will create images for you to explore, expand, and refine your ideas. Okay, so let me see if I can get this to advance.
Maybe you stop sharing and share it again. I don't see the.
Are you? Let me give it one more shot here. Share. Okay. Okay, I think it's working now. There we go. So this is what it's going to look like when you go to Google Labs and you click on Mixboard. There's a little explanation in the upper left-hand corner. It's AI powered, like I said before. You click on the center item and that gets you started. However, in the lower right, there's a little video, which is really cool. It's going to walk you through on how this works. And let's just do it for 1 minute and 10 seconds. Okay, so that was pretty cool little video. I like the music even. This is what I created for my mood board. You can drag and drop your own photos, as in the upper left. This is one of my photos. And actually you can have Nano Banana. You select one of these images or multiple, and then you give it a prompt as to what you want done with that single image or multiple images. I'm trying to create something that would give people an idea of, the fall is a good time to look for mushrooms, and the result of whatever you do, you can share the entire board as a link. If you look at this left image here, you can see the dialog box, and then you set it to public and then to who you share it with. You can also download the entire board or individual images and share those to whatever channels you like in the form of a JPEG, and that's more or less what I was aiming for. So it's really a cool little mood board. Again, Nano Banana will create initially 15 images in which to play with, and then you can add or subtract as you like. It's really cool. Go to Google Labs and give it a shot.
Thank you so much, Bob. And thank you everyone for watching. We will be back on 12th October with Bob's presentation. So stay with us and see you then. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.